This is another edition of Smart Chat. Thank you for watching, like, and subscribing to my channel. If you haven't done so, please do so right now. Check out my other channel, the Tom Brand 1. Follow me on Twitter, Smart Chat. It's good times, good times. And do want to do a video, baseball video for you, and particularly about the Mets, New York Mets. I tend to be careful when I say certain things because I'm obviously not in their position if the shoe is on the other foot. But sometimes you gotta call it like you see it. Now, if you're a New York Met fan, bless your hearts. You know, I am from the New York area. Not a Met fan, but you know, I listen to sports talk radio, whether it be here locally or nationally. And the Mets are a big topic of conversation. The Mets, as you know, right now have the pitching staff. Do we have to name all the names? DeGrom, Harvey, Matz when he comes back, Syndergaard. But they have no offense whatsoever. Yes, they had injuries. They have injuries. Dano, injured. David Wright has been pretty much gone for the rest of the year. Who knows if he'll be back? Sandy Alderson, the Mets GM, is saying that he will be back. He has confidence in him. He said today in a press conference that he started baseball activities. Really didn't elaborate what exactly is baseball activities, but he thinks that he'll be back before the end of the year. You have a signing of Kadire, who hasn't worked out at all. If you're a Met fan, this is the year. If you're a Met fan, this is the year where your GM has to do something. He has to get a bat. Your bench of Campbell, Newhouse, it's not going to cut it. In an interview, press conference today with the media, he said that Alderson, that is, that he wants to explore furthermore Campbell. He likes what he sees out of Campbell and Newhouse. Sandy, please. Campbell, the more you see of him, the more you realize that you want to see less of him. Kurt Newhouse, who was here for what, since 2012? It's a 160 hitter. Yes, he had 3 home runs in one game recently. He's 7 for his last 20. But his history is he's a 160 hitter. What more do you want to see of him? The Angels, who were begging for a left-handed bat, picked him up. 20 games, 2 for 22, and then they released him. And this is a team that was starving for a left-handed bat. They have a kid in the minor leagues, AA right now, Conforto. And based on indications, at least my interpretation, based on the way he was speaking, it doesn't look like Conforto is going to be brought up. The guy's 22 years old. Why aren't you bringing him up? He's not a kid. He's not an 18-year-old. He's 22 years old. People are saying that if he doesn't succeed early on, that it might shatter his confidence. Then listen, then he doesn't belong in the game if you don't have confidence in yourself. He got this far for a reason. Part of it is gifted talent, and he has to have confidence. Enough with the babying. Do something. Do something for your fan base. Do something. Alderson had said that he has every ability to spend as much as they need. Do something. You have to do something. It's at a point right now where the bench is horrible, which I already said, but the pitchers hit more productive than this bench is. That can't be happening. Darno, Colon are hitting better than your bench. You got to do something. I can't. If you're a Met fan, you can't tell me, well, Sandy has been great. You're going to tell me Harvey, Darno, Mats, these guys, they were brought up by Alderson. They weren't brought in. Omar Munaya brought them in. He's done nothing so far. He has to give you something. Enough is enough. Now the question is, will we be willing to do anything? Are you willing to trade up Are you willing to trade a Harvey, a Montero, a Nice? Are you willing to do that? Because these teams that are going to be listening to trade offers, they're going to go for the top prize. Are you willing to do that? Now, I'm not saying destroy the whole team, but you're going to have to get rid of some of your high prospects. Bless your heart if you're a Met fan. Sandy, do something. Met fan base doesn't want to see Campbell and Ewenhouse. Do something.